this.
Okay, I'll just do it.
Check out the T-Mobile Savings Calculator to see how much you can save. And right now, we'll even pay off your phone when you switch.
On Medicare, have diabetes? With the Freestyle Libre 3 system, you'll know your glucose and where it's headed. No finger sticks needed. Covered by Medicare for more people managing diabetes with insulin. Visit freestylelibre.us/Medicare.
The Barnes firm has years of experience handling thousands of car crash cases. We will give you the support you need and help to get the best result possible.
Now at 5, the 30-day countdown to Paris is on. We're checking in with a local track star and the men's water polo team as Team USA gets ready to go for gold.
New details just in about the staggering seizure of illegal fireworks here in Gardena, one of the largest busts in California's recent history.
And two men pose as immigration agents, shaking down people on the streets of Southern California. Turns out they are here illegally themselves.
This is NBC4 News at 5.
And so we begin at 5 o'clock tonight with the investigation into two Romanian nationals accused of posing as fake immigration agents. Good evening, everyone. I'm Colleen Williams.
And I'm Annabelle Sedano. They're charged with felony robbery and hate crimes. But prosecutors believe they robbed many more people who have yet to come forward.
NBC4's Hetty Chang live right now in Tustin, where police believe their scheme began to unravel. Hetty.
Yeah, Colleen and Annabelle, before we get to that, we should point out that for the past several days, we've been trying to reach the people robbed by this pair. And police tell us these people are so intimidated, so shaken up. In one case, one man wasn't sure if he could believe or trust the actual officer talking to him about this investigation. Now, one man here in Tustin did manage to get a partial license plate, and that's what led to the arrest. Anaheim investigators arrested Laurentio Bassiano and Alexandru Vasale in Fullerton late Thursday night. Police want their faces out there because they believe the two Romanian nationals, who they believe to have ties to Romanian organized crime rings, robbed many more people by posing as federal immigration agents, threatening to deport people who don't pay them.
This is just another ruse that they're using to target people that they think are not going to fight back. They're not going to go to law enforcement. And these are the people that need the money the most.
Nearly a dozen people did go to law enforcement in Anaheim, Westminster, and Tustin, including a street vendor robbed of $380 in cash and his Mexican ID card. And a week after that, they attempted to rob a man walking with his child, June 15th.
He has everything to fear, and then they just drive, they take his money and they drive off and leave him with nothing. Thankfully, one of the victims, a man who was walking with his son in Tustin, was able to get a partial license plate.
That's scary. That's a scary situation to be in because, obviously they're afraid, and you would think it's like something maybe that they're, real, that they're actually agents.
The men are charged with 11 felony robbery counts. And because the DA's office says they went after a specific group, they're also facing hate crime enhancements.
They were specifically targeting Hispanic, mostly men, because they told law enforcement that they were targeting these individuals because, quote, they have cash, they are not smart, and they are afraid of their immigration status and that they will not go to law enforcement.
Prosecutors say the pair wore fake agent badges and in at least one case had a gun displayed in their car. The two were also charged with felony kidnapping, false imprisonment, and robberies in Contra Costa County. The DA's office believes the men are in the United States illegally and may be responsible for similar crimes in Washington and New York. The two men are being held without bail. They each face a maximum of 29 years in prison. We're live in Tustin tonight. Hetty Chang, NBC4 News.
All right, Hetty, thank you for that. The DA has filed charges against a homeless man accused of attacking 3 women on the beach in Santa Monica on Monday. The suspect here, Jawan Garnett, is facing several felony charges, including 2 attempts and 2 counts of attempted murder. The attack happened north of the Santa Monica Pier. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll have a live report with more on the suspect and what police are doing now to keep people safe around the beach this summer.
And now to a major bust of more than 75 tons of illegal fireworks with a street value worth millions of dollars. NBC4's Bailey Miller is live in Gardena with the latest on this investigation and the arrests made so far. Bailey.
Hey, good evening. So as you can imagine, this is a large-scale investigation.